Welcome back to Education 4767 OL. This is the introduction for week 2. I just want to talk a little bit about week 1. It was great to meet all of you in the introductions that you posted. There were some really creative methods of introducing yourselves, and I really enjoyed going through those. Hopefully that was helpful for each of you as well to get to know some of the people that were in the course. I've noticed in the discussion that a lot of you know each other, or at least know other people in the class, and that's great that you get to touch base with those people again. As well, I had a chance to go through a lot of the reflections on the readings from last week. Not all of you have had a chance to post those. Hopefully you'll get those finished up today or tomorrow. If you haven't had a chance, I would expect that to get done before you move on to the next set of content, because as we move through the course, this content builds on itself. One of the problems with not replying or posting in a timely manner is that students often won't go back and view your posts. So in order to get valuable feedback on the posts that you make and have discussions with your classmates, you need to post those in a timely manner. Now, this upcoming week is fairly busy. We've got a lot of things that we're going to take a look at and go through, and a lot of different activities. So as you can see, this week the material has been split into background and activities again. I'd like you to start by taking a look at the week 1 feedback. This is a short little questionnaire that just asks a few questions about how last week went. I have you rate the readings, the activities for week 1, one thing that you'd change from week 1, the best part of week 1 for you was, and then any questions that you might have. So a question that I have at the end of week 1 would be, then you can submit that questionnaire. Once you've done that, we'll head back and take a look. Now, I spoke about this last week. I basically have a sign-up sheet for the synchronous online meetups. These will be handled with Adobe Connect. The classroom link is at the top. If you click in there, you'll see that I have some times listed. I have 3 times on Tuesday the 18th, either from 10 to 11 a.m. in the morning, from 1 to 2 in the afternoon, or 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. in the evening. I also have a time from 1 till 2 on Wednesday. Now, all you have to do to sign up for one of those is click the sign up, and it will add you automatically. There's an email that's sent out to you that confirms that you've been signed up. There's also a reminder that will go out one day ahead of the event or the meeting that will remind you. Now, if none of these times work for you, please email me and let me know, and we'll try and find a time that does work for you. I'd like to do these in groups because I'd like to give you a chance to interact within the environment as well, not just with me but with each other. So there'll be a discussion about the environment itself as well. Now, the next activity that I'd like you to engage in is creating rubrics for assignments 2 through 5. You'll notice in the course schedule that I list for this week, generating grading rubrics. That's going to be handled by the class wiki tool. If you go in, click on that link, you'll see that there are blank rubrics for each of 2, 3, 4, and 5 assignments. You can click on one of those. You'll see there that there's some instructions on that, or some background information. Now, the main page actually has a video tutorial, a screen capture tutorial on how the wiki tool works. There's a discussion component built into it as well, so you can have discussions about what you think should be in the rubric. You can make changes as you like. The wiki tool will record those changes and allow me to view all the changes that have been made, and I'd like you to engage in that process. It's a worthwhile activity. It gives each of you some input into what you think should be of value in these assignments, as well as to have some discussion about what each of you feels as a class should be valued in those assignments. I'd like to get that shored up very quickly in week 2, so if you could head in there relatively quickly early in the week, we can get that laid out. Now, you'll see there that I've posted 3 articles that really specifically relate to some of the skills that are required as an online teacher and an online learner. I'd like you to read through those. I've got an article on understanding by design or universal design, and one on backwards design. These are two concepts that are fairly key, I feel, in technology education, but also educational design as well. They're methods that I use to help design my courses, both at the undergraduate level and K-12. So definitely worth a look. And then what I'd like you to do is similar process to last week. Go into the week 2 reading discussion forum and just reflect on what you thought of those articles, what you liked about them, what you disagreed with, and comment on some of the other postings that people have made. So that's it for week 2. Fairly heavy week. There'll be some discussion, some background readings, and just a few activities to kind of get moving within the course. So good luck with that. We'll talk to you throughout the week.